for coming and tuning in. Stand out, speak up. Why do we always say stand out, speak up? Because what we're trying to say, or what we're trying to educate the public, is stand out, speak up. You have to stand out from the crowd. So, normally they tell you just go and fit in. Don't fit in. You have to stand out from the crowd, and then you have to speak up. So that's why we have things like domestic violence. We have things like people controlling you, manipulating you, bullying you, because you don't speak up. And that's why we here say stand out and speak up. So thank you very much for tuning in to Stand Out, Speak Up. Today, my name is Lydia Tetolet, and I have guests today in the studio, so I'm happy because normally sometimes it's Zoom, I don't have a high five, but today I have guests in the studio, so we'll be doing a lot of high fives. But we're going to talk about insurance again. I know last week we spoke about insurance. We're talking about insurance again because we see the need of insurance. The market is huge. Either if you want to be an insurance advisor, or if you need to take insurance yourself to protect you, your family, your grandchildren, generational wealth. So we talk of generational wealth and generational poverty or generational curse. Where are you? Which one do you want to be in? Generational wealth or generational curse and poverty? So thank you so much, but don't touch that button. As usual, we're coming back. So do not touch that button, okay? Or maybe today let's just carry on, right, guys? Okay, so let my guests introduce themselves, and then after that we'll start. So I'll start with Doctor.
Okie dokie, I'm in the house, Dr.
Yes.
Shawake, and I'm really delighted to be here with you, Lady Olette. What a blessing. A financial advisor and the author of the upcoming book, the book on insurance. And what I've found out is that there's so much more that we can teach and show our community. I've discovered that with my journey already in insurance, that our community, when they have the right information, they tend to make informed decisions. So, I'm here, mother of three, married to one amazing man. I wear a lot of hats, but I think I'll stop at that.
Okay.
For now.
Thank you. All right, Jackie.
Thank you, Lydia, for inviting me to the show. I've been dying to come to this show with you, so thank you very much for today. My name is Jackie Mutua, and I'm an insurance advisor. And I am happy to be in the insurance business for the community service that we can give, enlightenment, and educating all the people we love on insurance. Okay. So thank you, Lydia.
All right,
thank you very much.
So actually, I'll just start with this because I know that we do have a lot of people who talk about insurance or we advise about insurance, but some people don't. It like drops in deaf ears, we'll say. But again, I hear what you said is because they don't have the right advice or information. Okay, so I'll ask this: what actually inspired you to start? There's so many jobs out there. You could have been, in fact, your first initial is like a doctor. Injecting COVID injections in the hospital.
That doctorate is book.
It's book. Okay, cool.
Right.
Or you could have been an accountant, anything, but why insurance industry?
I've been in different industries, and I've helped. For me, it's all about seeing the need in the community, and what really brought it out for me was the COVID. I've been in the financial industry since 2003, right? Back home in Nigeria before I came to the UK and everything. But I discovered something when COVID hit. Our community was badly hit. Why? Lots of people driving nice cars, right? Living in beautiful homes, and when death occurred in their family, they had to be buried by GoFundMe. You see, lots of the ones. I'm sure maybe you have contributed to one or two of them.
One or two, you say? Almost 100.
I'm thinking, it wasn't as if they couldn't afford it. It was just they never thought it. Everybody thinks, we're going to live forever.
Yes.
And I do pray that everybody lives long. However, making sure that you give yourself a peace of mind is key. And so, because already the person that actually approached me to come into the insurance world says, Doctor, we know you do a lot in the community, you care about these people. These people need information, come, we need you in insurance. And that was it. And it's been a blessing. It's been a
Whoa,
blessing.
well done.
So I'm here to serve, and I've
So-
helped quite a few.
You're a server.
I'm
Yeah.
a server.
That's good. Jesus said, "Go and serve. Don't
Go and
sit and be
serve.
served." So that's a
and
nice one. What about you, Jackie? What inspired you to start insurance?
What actually inspired me was yourself, surprisingly.
Yay! Me, myself, and I.
Yes, I met you by accident one time in a community
People never
event.
meet by accident.
Yeah,
You met me.
yeah,
There was
yeah.
a purpose.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how God meant it to be, I believe. And yes, I used to go to a bit of events, community events, socially, or just different events. And in one of them, Lydia Olet was there, and you know, you gave the show, and you gave this talk, and I was in such a hurry. I remember I wanted to go home. My mind was home, but I thought, what is she talking about? Then I realized that there was something always at the back of my mind that I wanted to, that was always missing, because I kept on going to this. Then I realized what you're talking about is what I'm seeking, peace of mind. Because I used to feel safe in groups.
Yes.
But and the numbers there, but it was a kind of a false kind of peace that I was. But then when you talk, then I realized this is it. And then when I now got insurance myself, I got covered different products. I realized everybody around me, this same community, nobody had it. So I realized, okay, I now need to take a different career path. I now need to be the person out there giving people the advice, making sure people get the right product, because all this time nobody had educated me.
Yes.
I actually had a few of the products, but I canceled them. I didn't know the meaning of them. I didn't know what they meant. The bank, people I met at work, just, you know, oh, I'm selling insurance, they force me, I buy, and then I cancel.
Yes.
But
And
when you
that's-
gave the talk, I realized, wow, this is it. So that was my inspiration, and here I am today. And it didn't occur to me that day, but then I realized, no, nobody has to tell me this. I have to do the same thing Lydia is doing, because among thousands and millions of people, there was only you. Then I realized I could be there too, doing the same, because people need peace of mind with insurance. But again, people don't have the education. People
Would
don't
you
have
say-
someone to give them advice.
Would you say that missing puzzle was probably to serve and to protect your community in
Yes.
terms of insurance? Because you saw there was a need. Because every time somebody passed on, it was about GoFundMe or
Yeah.
WhatsApp groups.
Yes.
And sometimes they have to actually beg people to top up. Sometimes they're like, oh, please, just £5 more, 10 more pounds. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, if your children are seeing this,
Yeah.
how devastated are they
How
that now
devastated.
they're begging, auntie or uncle is begging people to give £5 for my dad or £5 for my mom, and then probably when your mom was alive or your dad,
You go
you
to all the
saw-
social party.
do you understand?
Yeah,
With
exactly.
all these
Latest
big bags,
watches,
big design and
Yeah.
wear the
everything.
Gucci,
You understand?
You know how it is.
You know how it is. But the thing is, I don't even want to, because what we say in Swahili is stare ya mamba na ya punda ni tofauti. That means that oh God, English, direct
No,
translation.
English.
Stare ya mamba na punda ni tofauti.
English.
What mamba? What's mamba? Or crocodile.
Crocodile,
What
yes.
the crocodile likes and what the donkey likes is different, because crocodile lives in water, the donkey's up and it's always carried, so it's different.
Yeah.
So if they want to carry their Gucci bag, blah, 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 it's
It's
fine.
fine.
But will
Do
that,
the
if you
first thing
thank you,
first.
Yeah.
if you sit down and think of that Gucci and that everything, and if you passed on, will that help your children?
No,
No.
they wouldn't. And the honest truth is, priorities matter. People say I have investment. Oh, don't worry, I have that cover. I don't need insurance because I have investment. Do you know that one single event can crash the whole of your event of your investment, and there's nothing left? And another thing that people don't think about is, okay, I've got. Don't worry, I don't need insurance. See, insurance is the foundation for wealth building. If you do not have a foundation, or you're building a skyscraper, you're building that in the air. Because when everything comes, the fact remains that liquid cash is better than you trying to convert assets into cash. Are you getting my drift?
I'm getting
So
it.
people will say, okay, yeah, I've got the houses. Don't worry, my children can sell them and sort things out. They never remember one thing. In the UK, there's 40% inheritance tax.
Inheritance tax, a lot of people don't know about. I even spoke about it last week. Because a lot of people when we call somebody and we ask them, forget even inheritance tax, that's even better a little bit. Somebody has a mortgage and they don't have protection on their mortgage.
On mortgage.
Yeah.
They don't have critical illness protection on their mortgage. So imagine you've been diagnosed with a critical illness and you can't
not
work.
What
What
happens?
That happens. Yeah.
So the fact remains that when we open the eyes of community to what needs protecting, okay, like let me take for example, today I was having a consultation with one of my clients, and that was the lady I met at one of the breakfast meetings that I did with one of the churches, and she was saying, oh, but I've got my children are young, I've got all this set for them, and so when I explained to her the value of having just a little monthly, I said, if I'm going to ask you to take me out to lunch, you're going to spend more than £30 for a
One
meal.
go.
For a meal. So are you saying you cannot invest £30 or even $50 a month to have peace of
Mind.
Now, I'm not saying, so because if you don't have a foundation of, see, your insurance is your plan B, it's not plan A, all right? Your plan A is go get your income, do the business, do the job, pay your bills and all of that, and do your investment. However, if anything could go south, what is your fallback plan? That is your insurance. And it's just a little bit of money that, like, when it comes down to it, education is important. I'm going to come back to it again because she said it. I'm saying it. When you know that it's just a no-brainer for you to invest in insurance.
Yes, it is.
And another thing I've seen about our community is, okay, like a personal example. I lost my dad to prostate cancer. He was 61. He was a very good man. It's for my cousins that lived in my house while we're growing up, that he actually sponsored to university. I cannot count them on the fingers of my hands, right? Because when he was boisterous, he was buoyant, he invested in people, all right? And I remember there was a time that my mom was, put some money aside. Your children are growing too, right? Just put it aside, right? I think there was a time he did insurance, but that was in Nigeria. But with time, things happened and then they cancelled it. Cut a long story short, when he developed that critical illness, if he had had a critical illness cover, there would have been lump sum money for any form of treatment. Yes, we were able to do what we could do for him, but it was too late. He died at 61. Never ever, would I ever imagine that my father won't be alive here today? He's been gone for 15 years. He couldn't have seen that coming. And so if you had a protect, so we all have to build from sub-zero, from generation to generation. Nothing from the last generation for you to have a shoulder to lean on. So yes, I've got education, and that's a great investment. So you must invest in education for your children. Good education, good network is fantastic. However, when you have insurance and anything could happen, you have a lump sum money. What would it look like for my father to say, oh yeah, pay out this insurance to my children and I buy my first house, my first deposit with what my father said pass on to my children.
What you just said now, that it's very important to invest in education to your children. It's very important.
It is.
But again, insurance comes in because if anything, let's just say your children are in private school or your children are in a normal school.
It
still has cost. And then something happens to you. And then we've even seen a lot of children who are going, either they're going to private school or they have costs. Now everything has to be cut down because something has happened to you and they cannot continue with the same education. And that interferes even with the mental health, interferes with everything. So even if they were performing really good at school, the performance now
something is going to
dropping. Something is giving.
Yeah.
So insurance is so important because even if you say, oh, I'm educating my children, I don't need insurance. You do need insurance to fall back to because nobody knows tomorrow.
Let me tell you again, one more thing that comes out from my consultation. My cousin, my father didn't leave me anything. Why should I need to do anything for my children?
That's a lot.
And
That's a lot.
I'm saying that. What a selfish comment that your parents did not leave you something, does that mean that you should actually remain in that vicious circle? Now we say, oh, the trust fund. Okay, another thing that one of my clients said today to do is that the trust fund babies. I said, do you know what that trust fund means? Part of the trust, right, is insurance that's been held in trust, meaning there's no inheritance tax on that, meaning there's huge cash going to the next generation. Maybe they're going to start a business or buy a house. I say, oh, that's the trust fund for my grandma or for my mom or for my dad. So you don't say cynically, oh, those are the trust fund baby. What are you doing for the next generation? Are you just working so that you eat everything up and nothing remains?
But that's why you see we talk about generational
wealth.
Poverty, generational curse, or generational wealth. So where do you lie? So if you have this mentality that, oh, my parents didn't give me anything, do you know which cycle you're in? Generational poverty and curse. That's where you are, because you just want your children to stay in the same poverty. And if your
take somebody to decide that, you know what, we'll break this.
Today we are breaking this cycle. We are breaking it. So
and that's what we need to do, and that's why we're educating you.
That's why. So Jackie, how easy is it to advise your community regards insurance, or just anybody else you meet? By the way, she's from Kenya like me, so when I say her community, I mean my community too. How easy is it for you to educate either your community or any community that matter in regards to insurance?
I will say it's easy as long as we keep an open mind. So most of the time when I speak to my community, the most comment I hear or from somebody when we're having a cup of coffee or we're just chatting, and they say, I don't know anything about insurance. I don't know. Tell me about insurance. So the key thing is, as a financial advisor, what I will say is like, okay, what would you like insurance to do for you?
Yeah.
And if my friend or whoever it is, my community says, I don't know, I'll be like, okay, I have, because we get, people actually don't know. They say, just tell me, because actually some people are afraid, because they're thinking, okay, she just wants to take some money from me,
That's another thing. People focus on the premium and not on the benefit.
They
people
focus
are very,
on the money.
Because they'll say, you know how many bills I have to pay? I don't want to add another bill. I'm like, okay. Let me give you a quick brief, which is in 2 minutes. I can give you a brief about insurance. So insurance is about peace of mind, and there are different insurance products. One of them is to cover your life. You have a life cover, which is term life, up to 89 years, up to 90 years, and that covers you the benefit of, if you pass on, your family, you have peace of mind that your family has something to fall back on, whether to pay your debts and for money to live on, that because you provided income to support them. Another product would be critical illness, in case you're diagnosed with something, God forbid. Then you also have peace of mind because you get paid a lump sum amount of money into your account to continue with payments, whether you're paying your rent, your bills, all these bills. We insure our funds. We insure, we have car insurance. We insure things in our house, content insurance.
Every material thing.
But we don't insure
the most important aspect.
When we are living and even when we are gone.
So
very important.
This is where the money comes from. You know, somebody was giving us example of a machine. You know, those machines that, where else they go? Those ATM, right? ATM. So there's ATM in your house. Every time you go to that ATM, you put a card, money comes in. And then one day you go to the ATM, you put card, there's no money. So how are you going to survive? And that ATM is you because you're the one providing that money. So you provide money to pay for the phone insurance, car insurance, TV. You see somebody in the house, they've insured everything. They don't even know that they can actually condense all these things into one and pay only one insurance. They have fridge, microwave, this, that, phone. Everybody in the house have phone. By the time these people finish paying all this insurance, it's probably 100 plus. But the person who is paying for it, if the ATM, if the money cannot come out, how are you going to pay for your mobile phone?
that brings a thought, right? So before I decided to put my book together, there's some things I actually assumed that people knew, and when I have to keep repeating the same thing over, I said, you know what? I'm just going to put a little book together, right? I'm going to explain some of these jargons, right? Or what is life insurance? Why do I need critical illness cover? What is income protection? How do I plan? How much do I actually need to have? Who are the people I need to speak to? Who are the best providers in the UK? All of those things, and how do I plan for my hereafter? Now, here is one of the analogies I use in my consultation. If I ask you for your date of birth, you know it. If you ask me, I know it. There are two important dates in our lifetime: date of birth, date of death. Right. In between that, life happens. So you you are given back to, you start school, you go, you get your first job, your first car, you get married, children, all of that. In between, nobody saw COVID coming. COVID happened to all of us. That shut down a lot of people. Shut down. So some people had to change their industry. Some people lost income source. Now life is happening. Date of death, who knows it? Nobody. And that's why we need to plan insurance, because you don't know. You know your date of death, but that date of death is definitely going to come one day. So why do you decide to? Everybody. I am a Christian. I preach the gospel, and we talk about everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die.
Exactly.
Come on.
But so, even that, the Bible, because I'm a Christian as well, and I read the Bible, unless there's another Bible that I don't know about. But there's nowhere in the Bible that guarantees that you physical living forever. The Bible says that we're gonna die, but spiritually we're gonna live forever. Absolutely. So I don't want your spirit to buy insurance. I want your physical self to buy insurance. So when your physical self is gone and your spiritual self is living forever under God's grace, I wish I know I'll be living under Jesus' feet. I'll be there wiping his feet with my hair. That is my place. Now when I'm on this earth, I have to think of my children, because God said he has given you wisdom. You understand? And he said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. What was he talking about? Is it knowledge for book? No, because we have some people who don't even have book knowledge, but they're still millionaires. They've made it in life. Do you understand?
And they don't even need to serve God, some of them. But people that call on the name of Jesus are living in poverty and dying.
They say Jesus is my assurance. I say, Jesus is not your insurance. Jesus is your assurance. Assurance does not expire. So you need to know the difference between insurance and assurance.
That's another thing that's in my book. There's insurance and assurance. Because there's insurance, there's assurance. Assurance is very expensive, and Jesus paid the price for it.
Amen. He did. Do you remember the story of the person who was in the boat? They've told us that story now. The boat was sinking, and
someone was saying,
came. God
help me, save me.
Aeroplane came. He said, no, I'm waiting for God. I don't know who came. No, I'm waiting for God. The man now died and said, God, you're a bad person. How did you let me die? He said, I sent you. You did see. So it's the same thing.
So your help is insurance, guys.
It's insurance. Because if you passed on and went to God, because nobody knows if you die what happens. That's why I keep on telling people, because some people say, but I'm dead, I don't care. But you don't know what happens in the next life. You don't know. So if you go to God and you're seeing your children suffering, you cannot blame God, because God will say, I sent Dr. Oge, I sent Jackie, I sent Lydia to talk to you. You say no. Jesus is my insurance. Leave me alone.
Now that people actually say that, they don't say that to the government when they are asked to pay for their car insurance. But before they pay for the car insurance, they don't. No excuses. You're driving a car in the UK, you must have a car insurance, or your car is not roadworthy. Now, why are you saying that? Why don't you tell them that Jesus is your insurance and don't insure your car?
What about when they are sick and they go to the hospital? Why don't they say, Jesus is a healer, let me just stay in my room and I'll be healed? No, they go to the hospital because God has given the doctors the wisdom. You understand? To know how to treat you. So that's why you go to the hospital. And a lot of people have gone to the hospital, have survived. Even sometimes the doctor say, if you didn't come at this time, yes, we know that. Whose report do you believe? There's faith. Yes, we believe in that as well. But also God has given people wisdom in their area
and has
of
given
expertise.
You
professionals
to help you.
And
that's why we're here. We're professionals. We are here to be your insurance doctors.
And I think as well, because of the culture, now we're going back to culture. Culture-wise, we're not really insurance people, okay?
Yeah,
In our culture, our grandparents or whatever, there was no insurance because we're a community people, okay? But because of the life changing every day, we have to change with what's happening. You see, before a long time, when I actually came to this country, there was no mobile phone. The first person I saw mobile phone was the long one, like things are changing. And the first time we saw somebody with that thing, earpiece, everybody thought this person have lost their mind. We were looking at this girl and saying, look how beautiful this girl is. Oh my God, she's mad. She lost it. She had the earpiece on what she was wearing. So the world is changing. Now everybody have earpiece. Everybody's changing phone every day. Why don't you stay in that time? No, time is changing. So yes, culture-wise, we were not people who are talking about insurance. Now, I feel sometimes that a lot, because one of my friends called me one day and said, "Oh, Lydia, I want to do my will, but I don't want to talk about it because I'm inviting death." I said, "Hey, Jesus. Is this ignorance or is this just fear?"
Yeah, people think when you talk about death, that is jinx.
Yeah.
Now, folks, we're going to live very long, okay? You're going to enjoy. And I say that, enjoy your life, you know, don't just make money and work and die. Enjoy. Take the last weekend, I will say, oh, my husband, have fun, right? Because this is your lot. The Bible says that, vanity upon vanity, all this, out of all your hard labor, you're not going to take anything to heaven or hell, or whichever one it is.
Heaven,
heaven, right?
Amen.
Way to go to heaven. We're going to heaven. However, the quality of life that you live matters. Now, what determines your quality of life is that income. But if that income, like you said, ATM stops, if no money is coming out, what happens? Everything goes scattering. So protect that income, protect the person that's making the income. And that's where your life insurance comes in. We were not taught insurance like that. No school will actually say, okay, when you're in the university, okay, when you go out, you need to have insurance. And nobody talks about it because those are all wealth strategies. How many of you know about wealth until you start, reading books? Nobody talks about wealth strategies.
Yeah.
These are wealth strategies that came, especially from the black people. If you do not open your eyes and not know, we will continue with that vicious circle. Let me talk to you about statistics. It says that right in the UK, when an household that's headed by black, when anybody in the black community dies, for about 45%, black and some Asians, about 45% do not leave anything but debts to their family. That's out of every two people that die in a black community, one is leaving debts. That is bad statistics.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yep.
And how do we change that?
That's a lot.
Insurance is the foundation. We want you to build wealth.
Yes.
I want to build wealth. I want my children to build wealth. In fact, my son, when he turned 16, I already had insurance done for him up to age 67. That can convert later to all of life. Now, how much did it cost me? It didn't cost me £11, about £11 a month to cover it for maybe about 140k. When they are young, it's cheap. Guys,
cheap.
Just like we're saying that it's like a cup of coffee. If I go to Costa, I spend like $18 with my husband.
Let's even calculate that cup of coffee because
calculate.
the topic today was insurance is cheaper than a cup of coffee. Somebody said they're saying, "Oh, Lydia, just be quiet. Who do you know?" Okay, now you go and buy a cup of coffee.
Yeah, £3.85.
I'm even adding it. Let's just say £3. Forget the £85. Leave
No,
with that.
because that's approximately £4 already. A cup.
I'm calculating £3. The cheapest.
All right, the cheapest.
And I'm also calculating 5 days. So
5
Monday
days.
to Friday.
Okay, let's go.
And I'm also calculating only 1 cup. Don't forget some people drink 3
2 or 3
a day.
And they're going to have lunch too.
Okay, and they're going to have lunch as well. Now we're only calculating this coffee. Now you buy coffee one for £3 a day.
Yeah.
For 5 days, that's £15 per week.
Absolutely.
You spend.
On coffee.
On coffee only. One coffee. That's more.
1 cup.
Okay. And my sister even telling me to put £4. I don't drink coffee outside. So she does. She knows the price. I'm saying those small one. And then this £15, if you put it per month, is £60 per month. And then you take it £60 per month, you put it per year, 720 per year. Your insurance is not even anywhere £60 per month. That's 60
and you
pounds
can
per
have
month.
a very good cover.
And you can have a very, very good cover with
So for
60
£60
pounds per month.
you will.
You can have a good cover.
Yeah.
Even that 60 pounds, you can say, okay, Lydia, I spend 60
Do some
pounds.
life insurance,
Divide
you
it
do
for
critical
just
illness
30 pounds.
Yeah.
I can only, even 30 pounds, you can still get
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
Depending on your age. Yeah.
Depending on your age.
Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to say as well, the fact that when we talk about insurance, people always say, oh, they're gonna die, they're gonna die. Let me tell you something. You see insurance people, yes, they don't like to, who wants to pay you 500,000? Because we have people who have taken insurance for 1 million, 500,000, 250. Who wants to pay you that money? Nobody wants you to die. So those insurance people, they'll be praying for you not to die. So if you take insurance,
If you're that early, you have to pay.
they have to pay. So if you die within the term, they have to pay. So they'll be praying for you not to die. So my sister or my bros, if you take insurance, don't worry about death. Oh. As much as you pray for
We are
yourself,
praying for you.
we too are praying for you, because me too, I don't want my client to die, because they'll be saying, this Lydia, why is our clients always dying? Do you understand? Me too, I don't want you to die, so me too, I'll be praying for you. Insurance people will be praying for you on top. So don't worry. If you don't think that if I talk about insurance, I'm going to die, you're not.
Yeah, you're not. Seriously, it's not a jinx. And I always repeat this because in our community we don't like to talk about death.
No, we
honestly,
don't,
because
yeah.
I'm African. I'm from Nigeria originally, and we don't like to talk about death. When we talk about this, like just like you say, you're inviting that. No, now your insurance, right, is, I'll say again, is a plan B. Why you're going to hustle, right? Why you're going to do your business? Buy yourself a peace of mind that if anything were to go on, the children that you're hustling every day to work for, they will never have to suffer because you're no longer there. And I say to my female friends that nobody can ever take care of your children like you.
Nah.
Now, if you were to exit and there's no money to take care of your children and they get into the system, they're done for. Because whether we like it or not, in our black culture, we have traditions, we have values that we're able to pass on. We're in the United Kingdom, but some of the values that made us grow and become, successful women today were some of those things that were learned from back home, which we still translate into our children. Now, you have exited, you're not there. Your children don't have money to live the sort of lifestyle that you want them to live. You will hate yourself for doing that to yourself. Why would you not spend a few quid to buy yourself peace of mind?
Yeah, peace of mind.
That's not, you don't even need to spend as much as you do on a cup of coffee. And see, for me, my time with my husband is like we hang out. So at times we go for a walk, our health walk in the morning. We stop at Costa. I know how much I drop for Costa. I don't mind because I'm working. I have to be able to enjoy myself, right? That's why we make income so that we can buy life's necessities or life's convenience. We save money on errand. That's it. Yeah, when we make money, we spend them on errand. But don't spend money on just unnecessaries if you have not done the basic. Your insurance is your foundation, the basic that you must sort out first when you're doing all other things. And it's not expensive. And two things that determine, and these are things that I'm writing in my book, it's going to come out very soon. It's launching
Congratulations, by the
soon. Thank you.
I saw the cover. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Before I wake up and tomorrow is in the shelves.
Come back to me and make that comment. And there are a couple of financial advisors like us that I've interviewed that share their own experiences and everything. So what I was saying about the book is there are two things that you use to buy your insurance, and that's why it's important for you to listen now. You have two currencies for your insurance. One, your age. Two, your health. Now, the younger you are, the cheaper it is. Okay? The healthier you are, the cheaper it is. In fact, it is not everybody that's insurable in the UK. So the idea you sort it out before life start happening, before the high blood pressure start happening because you're overthinking and there's all stress of life and there's depression and all of that. Before it happens, sort it out early, because once your insurance is in place, they cannot come back and say, oh, whatever happens after that is no longer retrospective. You're already covered. However, if anything like diabetes starts happening, unfortunately, you cannot have access to critical illness cover again. All right. So your health determines the sort of cover you can even get. So when people talking, go and have insurance, it's not all of you that can get insurance. Unfortunately, I'm being real with you. If you don't sort it out now, you may not be able to have it again. So listen now and listen good. Your health, your age. The earlier. So yesterday, last year, a few years ago was the best time for you to have gotten your insurance. Today is the next best time for you to get it. Before life starts happening.
You know,
Tie it down
you know,
right now.
it's like you are in the office. You are not in the office today, but it's like you were in the office today or a fly on the wall listening to my conversation, because you mentioned exactly what somebody had, right?
Okay.
So there's this person, and I actually did a quote for this person.
Okay.
And this is really sad to say, because it's not one person. It has happened
Wow.
to, I can count up to 10.
Wow.
Okay, and I'm saying, even though there's a lot of people in this planet, to count 10, someone might say is not a big number, but it is a big number.
It is a big number within a microcosm.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a big number.
It is a big number.
But the latest one was this person that I did a quote for January the 1st. What's the date today?
Today is January the
The
19th.
19th, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did a quote for somebody January the 1st. They said, "Oh, Lydia, we'll get back to you. My this. Those too many stories. Like some of them always do."
Yeah. Lots of stories. You know,
lots-
oh my
God,
I want
lots
to speak
of
to my
stories.
husband first. But
Yeah.
she won't speak to her husband when she wants to buy Gucci.
Or the husband is, "Oh, I want to speak to my wife." Really? You want to speak to your wife? How many?
My
times
husband
do you-
knows what I can say yes to. I can say yes on my husband's behalf, because I know what we need to have covered. And
Yes.
for you ladies, before you finish that story, for you ladies that are saying, "Oh, sorry, don't take insurance because it's a jinx," your husband's insurance is for you.
Yeah.
To make sure that if anything happens to him,
You're safe.
your children
You and your
are
children.
not going to suffer.
That's it.
And your insurance is for your husband. And stop being selfish. Now, you know what? Let my husband do insurance, and you won't cover yourself. What if something happens to you? What happens to him and your children? So it's both ways. If you're going to have insurance, the company needs to have insurance, but not just joint insurance. And we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Please
that.
continue this.
So I did insurance for somebody on the 1st of Jan, and then today's 19th. They called me on the 16th of January, my darling. They said, "Can you do insurance for us?" But the way they were pushing, I knew. You know, like when somebody calls you, you get like 10 missed calls, and you're like, "Eh,
What's
who
going
has
on?
died? What's going
From
on?"
January 1st to
First to
16th.
16th, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say they don't want to take insurance, okay, in 2 weeks. And this is the latest. That's why I'm using this example. There's so many, plenty of them, but this is the latest. 2 weeks time, this lady calls me. She say, "Oh, the way they call me," because I saw so many missed calls, I was like, something is wrong. So I called them, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?" She said, "Oh, yeah, that insurance, now we want it." And because of the way she was pushing, I said, "What's wrong?" Something.
Your feelings have to.
Yes, I just said
Because-
something is wrong. And if you don't tell me what's wrong, it will be pointless you taking the insurance, because
Because
when
it's
you
not
want
gonna
to
pay
claim,
out.
It's not going to pay out.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Yeah, nothing is wrong." I say, "Sis, come on, what's wrong?" And then she said, "Oh, my husband has been diagnosed."
Wow.
I just said, "Sis,
No.
It's too
It's
late.
too late.
and
It's too late.
and it's diabetes." But the thing is, you know, in insurance, there's when you do your measurement, reading,
yeah, your
the
readings,
right?
yeah.
They'll look at the reading, they'll
will.
look at the BMI, they'll look at this, and if you have all these things, my friend, that's
You,
it.
you can't have access to critical illness cover again.
You cannot have it.
unfortunately.
So the person even live, they said no, because it just happened in January.
Because you have to wait
6
another
months.
12. No, it's actually 12 months.
It
But some will say,
depends with the
providers.
providers.
Yeah.
Some will say 12 months, some will say 6 months.
once
So
it's
6
a
months,
new case, you
Hi.
must wait.
My-
this
Oh my
girl
God.
begged. I said, "My
No.
sister, I can't help you."
She has done it
2
15
weeks
days ago.
2 weeks. So guys, this is serious.
It's
not
serious.
a joke. It's serious. Now, because now she has the husband is sick. Now she's coming back and saying, "Oh, can I have insurance?"
No,
you can
it's too
only
late.
have it before
Oh,
you're
anything
sick.
happens.
It's like you're driving your car. In fact, Jackie gave me that example today.
Yeah.
You're driving your car.
You
You have an accident, and then you call insurance company. I want to insure.
doesn't happen.
Who's going to insure you?
No, that's not possible.
You're already a walking risk.
Yeah.
We put you before risk happens. Once risk happens, unfortunately, we can't cover you again.
But
Because it's
you
a
also have a
calculated risk.
story. Yeah,
Yeah.
you also have a story.
Yes. Oh my God. The stories are so many, Lydia. They come every day.
Because I know she came to the office crying one day. In fact, she called me first and she was like, Lydia, guess what happened? I said, calm down, calm down. It wasn't your fault. Because she was like, oh, it's my fault. It's my fault. I said, it wasn't your fault.
They need to make a decision.
Yeah, tell us what happened.
A client called and they said, oh, I have insurance. And I said, okay, what's your name? I took the name and everything. I said, but what has happened? They said, my husband has passed on, but we bought insurance from you.
Imagine.
I said, okay. So I checked, but then all the quote has been given. The paperwork has been sent for the client to sign because that's a procedure.
Oh,
Never signed
Jesus
the paperwork.
Christ.
But then now they are signing. They say, oh, now I need that money to bury my husband. I say, hey, slow down a bit, slow down. So we check on the client never signed. Both of them, husband and wife. But now she was claiming that she would need
That it's her fault. She was actually blaming her that, oh, why didn't you call me? Why call you for what? I've sent you. She have sent it already. Can you sign this?
the
She
client
has
has
called
not
them
signed
once.
it. Yeah.
Can you sign this?
No.
She didn't sign it. She has so many clients to be calling.
Yeah.
She's called you once,
Yes.
signed the thing, she didn't sign.
Because
She called me, she was hysterical. She was like,
Yeah.
what have I done?
Yeah.
Because you know,
Yeah.
with the insurance, you know how it is.
Yeah.
If you don't put your client's case and they died, you're in trouble.
you're in trouble.
They can not in jail. You're in trouble.
Yeah, you
So-
can actually go to jail.
Yeah.
So what we do is
Yeah.
so sensitive. And so at times when you call the customer and say, you know what, you need to sign this. See, there's another example. One that was actually shared. We had our last meeting. It was one of my clients, one of my the business partners. He said, this particular person, right? So he went to do the consultation, all right? So they've done it. Everything is all done. The client has signed. And they put in the policy today. The client went, I think just, traveled and had an accident and had to have both legs amputated.
Oh no.
But because that day, the policy was put in, he had not paid £1 in premium.
But he had
No.
gone live.
Really?
But he had already gone live. The payout
Payment
was
was done.
50,000.
150K.
Yeah.
But even in that case, the guy that went to the gym, the guy went to the gym. He had, I wanted to talk about this income protection because this one to me is
Income
so, but I don't
protection
want
is
to call
important.
the company I don't want to call that company, but that company is just the best. So if you want this goodies I'm going to talk about, you need to call us. Yeah. And you guys will give your details as well at the end. So you need to call. So this company, the insurance they do is and this is income protection.
Okay.
So you can actually get this. You can get the people who always say, "Oh, but it's only when I'm dead." You can still get money
while you are alive.
While you are alive. So this guy had income protection.
Yeah, which is like your personal sick pay, right? That's just what income protection is.
Yes.
So you get every month a salary from the insurance company if you have it in place before you fall sick.
Before you fall sick. So this guy had the toppest income protection. You know, some providers do the toppest
one.
but you pay.
Yeah.
You pay because you cannot go to Harrods and go to Primark and come and
And
say,
say, oh,
this but Primark is no, it's the
bespoke.
that's the word. So the guy was paying the top notch of insurance. He went to the gym. This guy has never been sick. He got, what happened to him? He got hit and he hit his ears. But there was nothing, there was nothing big. He didn't even, and then
Feel it.
Feel it.
Lost his hearing.
He started. The pain was too much. The guy he became deaf. Just from the gym. He became deaf. Because he had the top notch of income protection. This thing even gave me goosebumps when I was listening to today when we had our session. There's something called, he had funeral benefit, there's needle stick benefit, there's hospital stay, there's trauma benefit, and there's family carer benefit in this income protection. And there's a carer break, there's house person benefit, there's maternity, paternity, and adoption benefit.
So he had
There's-
the top notch.
He had
took
the
all the
top
additions.
notch. So when he had this and he went deaf, he claimed on trauma benefit £50,000 they gave him. The guy also had critical illness
And
on the
it's
side.
cover.
They said by the time this guy finished claiming, he got 400K. Even though, yes, he's deaf, and that will not do anything. But financially,
Financially,
so imagine
it's
you're
not-
deaf and you're broke.
It's a very bad place to be.
That's a very bad
very
combination.
bad. Very bad.
You are
place to
deaf,
be.
and on top of that, you're broke. That's where now depression will come in. Because at least if you have the 400K, it's still sad.
You
It's
can have
still
a
sad.
hearing aid.
Yeah.
You can
pay
afford the
for it.
private hearing aid.
Yeah.
You can afford to even now. I want to start going on holiday and just make myself feel better. To
Yeah.
get out of this space. Imagine if you don't have
There's
anything.
no money. Money answers all things. Record that.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
So there's income protection, and when I had this, because I didn't even know this product, when I had this product today, even as we're still learning every day,
about
we're
it.
learning. When I had this product, I was like, yeah, that is the best product I can even tell anybody. With all these things,
People, most of the time, when they want to go and buy the suits, will go for top of the range, right? When they buy the shoes, I love my shoes. Buy top of the range, right?
let me see your
You
shoes.
live-
Let me see your shoes.
Always,
Mine too.
always. But when they want to buy insurance, they say, just give me something small.
Yeah.
Now, if you are
The
always
cheapest.
choosing the best
Something
range
small.
for things that are perishable, you cannot invest something that can translate to generational wealth.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, stop going for cheap. Go for what you really need. Because at times I tell my clients, right, this is okay. Let me tell you what you need, right, and then we'll work towards a budget.
Yes, that's
That's
exactly.
it. And I'm going to say that again. Insurance is cheap. Because if you go to Primark, you can get cheap insurance. You can get cheap clothing. And I can't speak against it because there are things I pick up at Primark too.
Oh, me
right?
too.
Yeah. So
Even charity shop, by the way. I
John-
go there sometimes to see something nice. I go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
you don't understand. However, there are some things when you're looking for quality, you know where to go to.
Yeah.
So I will show you what you actually need.
Yes.
All right. And you'll see the cost. Right? Or I'll say this is the cost, this is the benefit. People will keep looking at that cost and doctor, this is what I can. It's fine. Let's work with affordability. It's better for you to have little cover
Yes, than
than
to have
no
none.
cover.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
can always start and build it up. Like one of my clients, when I did the analysis for him, that he's supposed to really have £500,000 in life insurance. Because of all the things he wanted to do. That okay, if anything was to be happen to you, the sort of schools he wants his children to go to, he wants them to have like a few pounds to buy their first houses and all of that. So by the time we did that, it needs minimum £500,000 in life insurance. When we did the costing, said, I can't afford it. So you know what? Let's start. So we started with £120,000 in life insurance. In another 3 months, we were able to do another extra 250,000. We built it up to the 500K. So you can actually start and build up.
Yes.
If you are looking at, it's looking too expensive,
Yeah.
and expensive is relative. Really, expensive is relative. If you can afford it, do it. Don't spend money on just Sky. Do you know how much I pay even for Sky?
I was actually coming to that. I think we're in the
And-
spirit.
And they don't even send anybody to my house come and give me customer service. They use my TV that is my ad money to buy, and the box that is my ad, and I'm still paying them every single month, maybe £100. Come on, if you do that in a year, and you can't afford £100 to sort out insurance to cover your children, come on, guys, misplaced priorities.
Yeah, and as well, insurance is good because if you're thinking it's expensive, we actually cater it according to your needs and affordability.
Yeah.
And that's why first you ask somebody, do you have children? How old are they?
They-
Do you have a mortgage? Do you have this? Because then you
know
now
what-
analyze
like what is
you analyze
required.
what is required, what's your needs, and then when you get to now that and you say, okay, now it's £90 a month, and they're like, oh my god, that's too much. Now we come back to the affordability.
Affordability.
So we now go back because we are so flexible. We work with you. It's not just £90, just pay £90. No, we work
No.
with you until you say, okay,
Okay,
if my
this-
direct debit came out,
wow.
£30,
I won't need
I will not,
overthink it.
I will not cry. We don't want to be you're covering yourself and you're thinking, oh damn, tomorrow direct debit. We don't want that. We want something that you're taking and you know that you know what, I'm comfortable. So we work according to your needs,
Need
and
affordability.
Okay.
So you can afford it, seriously. You need
Yeah.
to speak to us. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, go on.
All the different products. If you're not sure, just say we can tailor it. Like Lydia is saying, once you tell us your family layout and exactly what you're looking towards. That's exactly how we are going to tailor it, because there's a lot of misunderstanding. I've had some clients tell me that they have a mortgage cover and they feel they are covered.
Oh yeah. I had that.
So I'm okay. I don't need anything. Or some people actually do have insurance. They bought it online or they bought it through.
Or they don't know what they have.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't even want the talk. But sometimes okay. How much do you pay for your insurance? If you don't mind me asking, say, oh yeah, I pay £20, but how much are you insured for that £20?
I don't know.
Insured 6,000. One of my clients told me that.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's what they get paid after they die. And I'm like,
6,000.
wow. Oh, okay. It's interesting because I think that's very expensive. For £20, I can give you a couple of options for the same, and there is no comparison. There's absolutely no comparison. Or people actually don't know. You could buy a product and nobody knows you bought it. You bought it online or somewhere. It's not bad to buy insurance online, but you need to know exactly
what you're
buying.
buying. It is bad. When it comes to your life insurance, don't put your life, your family protection in the hands of bots. B-O-T.
We call them little devil. That little devil. Nobody explained to you about
Nobody
little devil
explains to
the
you
way we
because
explained to you.
most of them, they actually expire at age 50.
Yeah.
Yes.
Insurance is cheap. Cheap insurance does not mean that you have the right cover. So let's talk about that. No, because it comes out a lot. Production. No. I only do you know my insurance is cheap. I only pay £15 and she's 50
With the bank.
Like £15. You're 50 years old. You're paying something is not right. Let me review it for you. I won't even charge you. It's free review. So you can book your free review with Lydia, myself, and Lady Jackie. I said, let me review it for you. To cut the long story short, insurance will expire at age 60. All right.
Or 50. Some of them expire at 50.
Yeah.
At 60. So okay, when you turn 60,
What happens?
what happens? I'll take another insurance. Okay, now. Remember I said earlier on that you buy your insurance with your health
Age and health.
your age. By the time you're 60, life's processes are starting happening. Maybe arthritis are setting or high blood pressure or whatever, right? Now at 60, you may not be able to have access to insurance. Even if you have access to insurance, you are paying through your nostrils because they know you're already close to death. I'm being real. Once you are 60, then 70, then 80. They know that once you're 60 and you're taking out insurance, they're really going to pay. So they're already charging you that, we are going to pay this. So the premium is much higher. So I said, okay, no. The lady's age, she's in her 30s. She's not 50. So it expires at 60. No, I'm okay with that insurance. I said, it's all right. But when I explained some of it to her, I said, okay, I'll think about it. At least now you're educated, you know.
Yeah.
You know what you have.
Yeah.
Because at 60, your children are just, she's got young children. Maybe her children will be in their 20s. And you're just looking to become grandma in that area. Are you seeing yourself dying before 60? He said no. So that means you have paid all that premium.
For nothing.
And there's no return. Just another thing, there's no return on premium. Just like you don't get return on premium on your car insurance.
Yeah.
You never pray. Seriously, you never pray to claim your car insurance because next one that you're going to pay is going to be through the roof. In life insurance, it works much better than car insurance.
Yeah.
All right. So people say, oh, insurance is a scam. Insurance is not a scam.
Hey, I was even going to
that's
talk
another
about
word.
that. Yeah.
They say, oh, insurance is a scam. They don't pay. Insurance pay, and that's why you need to speak to us because we will ask you the right medical questions. We'll ask you all the things that need to be. So we will have covered you ahead of time, and the only basis for non-claim, that will not allow you to claim is if you have falsified information, you have lied, or you have not disclosed.
You know what I always tell people when they say insurance is a scam? I say you are the scam because you wanted to scam insurance and they were smarter than you because you lied about your health, you lied about your age, you've lied about all these things.
BMI
is even worse.
It's worse.
You've lied about your BMI. Your BMI is heavy, and you're thinking, let me just lie. Because if you tell me you're 70, who am I to start arguing with you?
I can't.
I'll put exactly what you told me. Even if I'm looking at you and thinking, hey, this madam, she's not 70, but anyway, let me just put it.
No, I insist on them stepping on the scale and sending me proof now.
Because
if anything happens, they will say you are the one that didn't do your job. I'll ask you, step on the scale, send me a picture.
Send me a picture.
I want proof of your
because
weight. Because we can't keep having that in our community. Don't lie.
Yeah, don't lie. So if you lie, insurance, I'm telling you, will not pay.
So why would you be paying premiums when it's time for you to actually be able to rely on insurance, and it comes and you'll not be able to claim? Don't do that to yourself. So we are always very thorough in. Now I'm very, very thorough in asking people medical questions.
Yes.
Because when we have everything up front, right, the insurance company can make their informed decisions. See, they take calculated risks, right? Insurance is in the business of covering risks. They know.
Yeah.
But it is calculated. If they've looked at all the information and said, no, we can't cover. It's better, so you keep your premium.
You keep your money. Yeah, you can drink coffee every day.
If they looked at it and say, you know what, yeah, we can take this on. It is better because they have had all the information to arrive at their decisions, right? So be truthful, guys.
Be truthful.
Be truthful.
Especially people who smoke and drink. So I have a lady who actually passed on, and she left a child. Okay. And the child knew that the mom was paying insurance. The brothers knew the mom was paying. Everybody in the family, like everybody knows. My children, they all know I'm paying insurance.
Yeah, they all know.
They all know. So when this lady passed and she left only one child, and they went to claim, they refused to give them. Do you know why?
Why?
And she died of cancer. She didn't even die of what they found that she lied about. So she died of something totally different. They found out that she had liver. She was drinking a lot. But when she took insurance,
she already had issues.
Then she said she wasn't drinking. Do you understand? She says she doesn't drink. But when they checked, they found out this lady was drinking, but she did not disclose. Even though that's not what killed her, they will still not pay. The people are like, oh, we're going to sue them. Sue who? Your sister lied. So you can't sue anybody. So you have to be truthful. If you're drinking, just say you're drinking.
See, even you're allowed up to 25 units. So 25 come on.
Yeah, even those people say occasionally, I just put it down. Because I said, what if that day that you went to drink is the day something happens to you and they find alcohol in your blood and they say you lied, you didn't say you drink. So even if it's occasionally, put it there.
Same here. Yeah. I said, oh, doctor, maybe once in a year, it's fine. See, we can still put 1 unit per week and it doesn't affect anything, you. Right? Because you're allowed up to 25 units. Yes. So it's fine. So let's put this 1 unit just to cover your back.
To cover your back.
As long as alcohol touches your mouth, it's okay. Put it on there. Because you won't even be penalized for that. It doesn't affect the cost.
You're not being penalized.
If you are a smoker, it's times 2.
Smokers, they lie because you hear somebody say, oh, but I only smoke once a week. Even if you smoke once a year, you are a smoker.
Let's talk about shisha.
Yes, shish. Even vibe. Is it
vaping?
I call vibe.
If you do shisha, even if all you've done is you just tried it once at the party, you are a smoker.
Yeah, you have to be clean. 2 years. Is it 2 years, right?
Yeah, 3 years.
You have to be clean, and also in terms of insurance as well, the way they value when we're giving you insurance
valuation. Yeah.
So nobody can come and say, but Jackie, I'm paying.
That comes along.
Yeah, I'm paying.
But my friend is paying cheaper.
My friend is paying cheaper. Why am I paying expensive? My friend, you can never pay insurance the same because what the factors factors in is your age, your health, your lifestyle,
your income,
the term cover,
medical
your income,
condition,
the health. Everything is in there, so you can't say, but Lydia is paying
bespoke. It's tailor-made to each person.
To each person.
So you can't you can't expect to pay the same with the next person. So if you, that came up one of my consultations. Oh, well, my friend is paying something cheaper. I said, how old is your friend? Does your friend have blood pressure? What sort of medication does your friend know? Oh, I don't know. I said, yeah, so you don't know the details. So so leave me the professional to advise you what you need.
Yes.
Look away from what your friend has because you are not the same people.
You're not the same.
Insurance is bespoke. is according to your situation. So we're going to ask you different questions, different lifestyle questions, health questions. We're going to have your income questions. We want to know about your family. We want to know what you care about. Those are the things that we'll put into consideration, but we'll suggest to you. So you know what? Speak to us. We'll get to the right thing.
Oh yes.
So I just want to talk about the claim. Okay, the claims that I'm talking about one provider, but I'm not going to mention the name again, because you know what happens, right? You mention the names, they'll go on internet on that name because you said, oh, this provider is the best. They'll go to the internet just for that provider,
and they look for all the negatives that they can find.
Yeah, and they look for either negative or positive. And then the other thing that happens as well, some people call you, okay, and guys, our job is very sensitive.
Yeah.
When you know, when people talk about data protection, you only have their phone numbers. Oh, you have my data. Only phone number. You're talking data.
No.
When we do insurance, we have everything about you.
Yeah, we need to have that. If
More than the doctor. Everything. Even your bank details. Everything. So we have to private and confidentiality. We have to sign that form first. Do you want to lose your job because you went and blabbed about somebody? So
and I don't want to go to jail.
And I don't want to go to jail either. So the way we protect the data is the data protection. Now somebody calls you on Monday. They take insurance. Now they've given you all the information. Now what we do next, the next step, they don't want to talk to you now. They're avoiding you. They don't want to talk. And you're telling them, I have your data. I need to delete this because I can only delete it when I've put your things in the system. So
Absolutely.
Can you let me put these things in the system and delete your stuff? And I don't want to remember that everything about you. I don't want to remember that. I just want to know that Dr. Oge is my client. That's it. Everything else about you, I don't want to remember. Until you call. Because so many of my clients always call me and say, Lydia, who do I have? I say, I don't even know. Let me go check.
No, all they did is call the insurance company, right? Put the name, date of birth, insurance company is going to give you. So once we put the policy in place for you, seriously, you have access to.
You have access to.
Yeah, you have direct access.
So we do have, our job is very, very sensitive, guys, and that's the truth. Because if any of I have your data leaked out, hi Jesus.
No. It's we are very professional. I am very professional, and we are held to a very, very high, strict professional ethics, right, by the Financial Conduct Authority. So whatever information you share with us, you know that you are covered. All right. We don't want to go to jail. I'm in business to serve you and to feed my family.
I'm not a single mother, by the way. I'm not going to jail for nobody. And
so you're covered. Yeah.
What you said about Sky, and I said I want to talk about that because one day I went to a client. I was shocked. If I tell you shocked, I don't even know what shock is. The husband was almost 80, and if you're 80, you can't be covered.
No, you can't.
He was 78. So I'm telling him
you can do funeral cover.
Yeah, I said no. I said you have 2 years because you can entrance is up to 80. If you're 80, they don't take you.
No, you can't.
So I'm like, you have 2 years. Why can't I just cover you? Because you have 2 years and you not get insurance anymore.
And maybe do a whole of life.
So they'll only do funeral plan for you. The wife was around 70. She was 70, I think. Yeah, she was 10 years, some years younger. So the wife took insurance. Okay, she signed everything. When the husband, some African men, they can be tough like rock. The man was adamant. No, I'm not taking.
And the woman did not insist.
No, the woman too now says she's not taking either. So
Jesus.
I said, are you doing it for your husband or you're doing it for your children? Forget what your husband is doing. No, because if I die, he's going to enjoy. And him, if he dies, I'm going to suffer. So she also refused to take insurance. But do you know why this man refused to take insurance?
Why?
Because of Sky. She was paying £95 a month.
I told someone that will not feed his family
to
when he's
Sky
gone.
People that don't even care about you. I said, excuse me, sir, with all due respect, you're paying £95. Why don't you? He said, no. I must watch my sport. I said,
but he will watch his children suffer when he's gone.
So you watch even your wife. Let's say you've passed on. You watch. You leave your wife. You leave people now suffering. GoFundMe, Facebook, WhatsApp groups. You've left. Meanwhile, you were paying £95 to enjoy yourself watching Sky, and me that can't even afford £95 to watch Sky. I'll be contributing for you because now you've gone.
30-50 pound top up.
Top
up.
The man, I'm telling you, I left the house just crying. I left the house literally crying for this family because you're older right now. You're 78, so you're getting closer to the grave. That's the reality.
That's reality. Let's call it spade a spade.
Yes, you're getting closer to the grave, and then you're bothered with 95 pounds car. I just left the house. I said, I just pray for you guys that
That's
just
all.
left.
You've done your piece.
I just left. So now I was going to talk about claims. Okay.
Yeah.
This is 2021. That means it was COVID time. Yeah.
Yeah.
People who died, this company paid 50.7 million
Wow.
on
Pounds.
critical illness on pounds. That's the word today. 91% of the claims were paid. So why was 9%
9%
not paid?
Now we want to come to that.
Yeah, but 91 of claims were paid. Reasons for claim: cancer, 41%.
And it's a lot.
Hey.
That thing is out of every 2 people that you know. In their
Heart
lifetime,
attack.
1 person will be diagnosed.
Yeah, one
That's
person.
50%.
50%.
It's huge, guys.
So 41. This is only 2021. They paid 50.7 million. 2021. 91% claims were paid. So 9 were not paid on critical illness. 41% was on cancer. Heart attack was 8%. Stroke was 4%. MS, multiple sclerosis, was 3%.
Okay.
Other was 44%.
Okay. Different critical
That is
illnesses.
critical illnesses. Okay, now we're going to
41%
live.
is a lot.
That's a lot. 41% of cancer.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
that's already up to like about 45% of the claim.
Yes.
is on
Yeah.
cancer.
Is on cancer. And then we go to life insurance. 167.8 million was
Paid out on life insurance.
Paid out on life insurance. More 99% of claims was paid on
Wow.
life.
99, yeah.
1% wasn't paid. And that 1% is not just one person. It's still
It's
a
a
group
lot of people. Yeah.
Okay. So more than 168 million was paid to life insurance customers, and over 18.1 million of those were COVID related.
Wow.
COVID. Oh wow.
COVID related.
Yes, it was COVID.
Was 167.8 million was paid to life insurance customers, and over 18.1 million of those were COVID related.
See.
Over 568k was paid out to customers with multiple fracture cover.
Fracture. Okay. Fracture cover.
18.1 COVID related million
So
was
those
paid
are the people that died during COVID that were sensible enough to have a cover.
to have a cover. Now, 2.9 million was paid on income protection. 99% of claims were
Got
paid.
paid. Good.
Reasons for claim for income protection. We're going back to cancer. Cancer, musculoskeletal. Jesus have mercy.
Musculoskeletal.
Musculoskeletal.
So sorry to the muscles and the skeleton.
Musculoskeletal, guys. You can go and Google that. Make my work easier, please. I'm at my Google. Yes. So musculoskeletal disorders,
musculoskeletal,
55%.
Wow.
Mental health,
Yeah, the
21%.
claim- mental health. I'm telling. When I'm saying to my clients that income protection is as long as you're in work, you should have your income protected. If you are self-employed, in fact, if you don't have it, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Because if you were to be sick today, if you were to be off
That's
sick,
it.
if you're in employment, somebody's actually going to pay maybe 1 month sick pay, whatever. If you are self-employed, if you do not work, you do not get paid.
Yeah.
So why would you not have something in place that's going to pay you an income if you were to be off sick?
And how
with
many
that,
people
with
suffered?
stress.
No, but how
Even
many
people on
people?
stress.
Yeah, but how many people suffered mental illness from 2020 to 2020 to now up to now?
That is
so
huge
many
percentage.
Yeah.
Because we're concentrated in our house, we couldn't communicate with people.
Yeah.
We were made to network. We were
social
made to
life.
speak. No social life.
Yeah.
People came down with a lot of depression and all of that. For people that have income protection in place, you can claim on that. So it's not only when you are down, you can actually claim on mental health, and you can see the percentage is quite high.
The percentage is quite high.
Yeah.
And we also have something that, and this is a lot of providers have, but I'm just talking about this provider because today we were in training with that provider. But a lot of providers do have this, but it depends with what they have. Some of them have more, some of them have less. This is services, extra services that they normally have. And they told us today that last year 710,000 divorces and separation. 710.
And that's heartbreaking.
2021. And they have something called, we were laughing, me and her, I said, you should take your relationship. They have something called relationship issues. We were laughing, we said, relationship issues. Yeah. We should take our relationship. Anyway, me, I'm single by choice. So I don't have no relationship to take there. They have legal.
I'm very married.
Yeah, you are very married. By choice. And what about you? Spoken for.
Yes, I have a sweetheart.
He doesn't need relationship.
No relationship. You are covered in that.
710,000 divorces and separation 2021.
Wow.
So we have extra services as well, guys. If you say, oh, but I don't, it's only when I die. There is extra services as well that is being provided.
Yeah.
Legal support.
Yeah.
Loss of loved ones when they do counseling.
Yeah, counseling and
relationship issues and bereavement
support.
Relationship issues. They have debt and money management. Do you know many people don't even know how to manage their money? So money and debt management. They have a daily living where they help you with shopping, right? And they help you with cleaning your house as well. They have emotional issues, which right now a lot of people are suffering. They have work concern. They help you to go back to work, okay? And they also have mental health support. So, but this company, there's a lot of providers that do that. Almost all of them.
Almost all of them. Yeah.
It's just that what they provide is different.
It's deeper than one another.
Okay.
So and it's also reflected in your premium. It's a service.
But it's free, innit?
It's free.
It's free of charge.
Additional benefit,
But some additional benefits, you need to tip in a little bit.
Hi. Oh, I told you that time is not enough. Oh my God, 30 minutes.
Time is never enough.
It's
okay. Seriously, insurance is a big conversation, especially within our Black community. I'm speaking to churches, I'm speaking to organizations, I'm speaking to young people that even in the insurance world, we need financial advisors, right? Yeah. That are young-minded. A lot of young people are, oh no, they just think me. Yeah, because they've not seen life. Maybe because we are older. Yeah, we are older people. We want you, young people, to come and learn so that you protect. And it's a good way for you to earn income. Because you know that you are providing a service that's protecting lives. And so when you get paid every Thursday like that, you know that, this reflects that I've helped
someone,
and you'll be happy to go home and spend the money and invest. But seriously, we are encouraging you to come, speak to me, speak to us about how can you become a financial advisor, because we need this message to go out into so many places. There's so much that I can do, there's so much that Jackie can do and that you can do. So when you come in, we're happy to mentor you, to be in the industry, and the income is quite good. On the average, beginners with us make between 25k to 60k per annum. If you come in and ready to learn, hit the ground running, is a good, I'm telling you, and you don't need a degree. As long as you're 18 plus and you're ready to learn, we will train you. We even pay to train you.
Training is free.
But it's not free actually, because for every advisor that we bring on board, there's what we need to pay the Financial Conduct Authority for you. But we're not charging for that. Just come.
No,
learn.
I mean, for the person coming, it's free.
It's free, but somebody's picking the bill.
Yeah, for the company, it's not
free.
But for you, it's free. And it's just free. Like Dr. Oge said, rightfully said, this is a good place if you want to help your community as well. Just like when I met Jackie, she wasn't in insurance, but when she heard me talk, she was like, wow,
I can do that.
I want to join this. I want to help my community as well, because I've seen a big loophole of financial struggle and poverty. I want to step in. So she came to help our community. But you as well, if you want to do this, please, guys, you can get in touch with us so you can join our team as well, because the more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
Right? So if we go out in numbers, we're like, we're talking to this person, do you understand? And then one cover that I didn't speak about that is also good. Fracture cover, especially for builders.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a fracture cover, especially for builders, people who play sports.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sports. Your children are involved in sports. All of that. Yeah. It helps.
Yeah. So fracture cover, and they pay you from £2,000 to £6,000, depending with where you fractured.
Yeah.
And there's it's something that you can claim every year. Not that every year you go be breaking your bones.
No, that's uncomfortable, isn't it?
Yeah. Every year you're breaking your bones.
You're going to own the pain, so don't go and do it because you want money.
But if
it happens,
you get paid. You get paid.
Yeah.
We have one lady last time in our meeting. She had a cast in her leg. She said, "This is an insurance person." She got £6,000, and I know, God forgive me though. God forgive me. I was like, damn. Why me have I never claimed that?
I don't want to claim. I'm okay. I want to be healthy.
The first thing when she said, I got my £6,000. I said, So me, I said, no, God, forgive me.
Don't jinx it.
I don't want to fall and break even though I don't have to cover. But I'd rather stay healthy than say that I want to claim. I'd rather stay healthy.
Yeah.
But if it happens, because things do happen. If you have fracture cover, especially for builders, people who do sports, or your children, because you know a lot of children fall, break their this.
Especially when you know all this like footsies, the footballs, that.
Fracture cover comes really handy. One of my clients, actually, her daughter, and she was meant to talk, but she's very, very shy. But she said I can use it, but I will not call her name either. Her daughter, and that's why it's also good to have an advisor, because her daughter broke her knee. She was a knee thing, right? So I was just talking to her on the phone, and she was like, "Oh, well, my daughter didn't even go to school today." And I said, "Why?" "Oh, she had an accident, and she has cast. She broke her a knee or whatever." And I said, "Have you claimed?" She said, "Claimed what?" I said, "You have cover." She said, "What cover?" When I told her, she called insurance immediately. I was like, "You have to take me lunch or give me some goodies as well." You didn't even know you are covered. She didn't know.
A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
They don't. So that's why you need us as financial advisors, because when it's time, we always kind of like keep in touch. I keep in touch with my clients. I'm asking. So if anything untoward happens, let us know. So because we are your insurance solicitors, we know what is going to trigger what, so that you don't just keep paying. You also have sometimes claim, just like I said. But if you don't talk to us, then we'll not be able to advise you. So don't just go online and say, "Well, I have insurance online." You cannot put your life, your old children, your family's financial future in the hands of computer. Life insurance requires us to look at everything, all situations, so that we'll put the right cover in place for you, because we'll have covered all that needs to be covered. So you need.
And they always say that cheap is expensive.
Cheap is expensive.
Cheap is very expensive. When we hear, and there's also bad advisors out there. And when people say that, "Oh, I have insurance," either I have insurance with the bank, I'm paying £15, or I have it with the post office, I'm paying £10. There are so many things behind that £15 and £10 that you don't know. And I've given this example, and I gave it last week as well. I used to have insurance, and it was accidental death only. We know companies that do that. We know companies that do that. We know it.
If you do not die by accident, unfortunately,
no payment.
No pay. So how many people do you actually know in the UK that die of car accidents?
There's a lot of cancer. I had a lot of cancer than accident. No payment. So this person knows that my dad or my mom has insurance, and then they've died, not accidental death. They've slept and they died. They didn't wake up.
Unfortunately, that's not. So it's not a life cover.
Who do you blame?
Nobody. But that's why we're educating you now. Now, speak to us as your advisors. And they will tell you what needs to be covered. Well, for all my clients, I make sure that, I explain why this, what does this mean. So that when you're holding your insurance, you know exactly what you have. I know exactly what it is. A lot of people say, "Well, I have insurance, but I don't remember." Come on. So if you that has the insurance does not remember, how would you know how to pass it on to your children that needs to claim on it? If you, the older, does not know what you have. So at times I'll tell them, "Okay, call your former insurance call them, ask what you have, and I will explain to you what you have. It's a free review. It's not even costing you anything. And then I'll now tell you, okay, this is what you should have. Then you can make informed decision if you want to keep that one or you want to put a better one in place. And you have me as an extra, as your financial advisor. They call me the superwoman of insurance.
Yeah, because it's free. Advice, free consultation, free to review is free. Some people have it in there, so no, don't touch it. And I'm thinking, either you don't have it, you don't have
or you don't know what you have,
or you don't know what you have 100%, or you're just embarrassed because
you don't want me to know that you don't know.
Yes, exactly. You don't want to know that you don't know, so you're embarrassed. So they're like, no, don't review it. Why would somebody say don't review my? It's a free review. It's totally free. I'm not charging you. All I want to see is, do you have insurance? Do you have the right insurance? So guys out there, if you have insurance already, let us review what you have. Let us just see if it's the correct thing. We'll not even touch it. I have clients. I have a lady who is paying. She's paying almost £152 a month for her insurance. And when I saw that, I was like, wow, this is so expensive. Let me review it for you. When I checked, what she had was better than what I was giving her. I checked everywhere. There was no match. So I left it.
Yeah, and that's it. So if it's okay, we'll pass it for you. If it can be better, we'll make it better. If not, we'll leave it. And this and that, and I'll say, until we put a new insurance in place for you, do not cancel your insurance, please. You never ever want to be without a cover. So when we review it, we can do a better job for you, right? We'll take on the process. When it's approved, then you can stop paying for that one, and then this new one replaces that. But never ever cancel your insurance until you have a new one already in place.
Okay, so as we come to closer, Jackie, do you have any last remarks? And then also tell us how we can get in touch with you if we want to talk to you in regards of insurance. Because guys, I'm here. You can talk to me if you want to, but if you feel, oh, let me talk to Jackie, she's going to leave her details. You can talk to Jackie. If you feel, oh no, I don't want to talk to Dr. Oge, you can also call the lady with white hair. Right? You can say, oh, that's the one I want.
Blonde. She's called the superwoman of insurance.
Superwoman of insurance. You can call the superwoman of insurance. Okay. So Jackie, give us your last remarks, and also give us your contacts if somebody wanted to talk to you in regards to insurance.
Yes, my last remarks is...
and look at them there.
Yeah. Let's get insured. Let's have peace of mind. Because all this, we all have loved ones. We all want to... the best for the people we love.
Sorry, I'm going to stop you again. I want you to give the people the last remarks. That means you're looking and talking to them in the camera. Don't be shy.
Okay, guys. Let's have insurance. Let's buy our insurance before we drink coffee. And you can get in touch with me. I have my contact numbers. I can give them to you live now on 07861699274. I work for Precise.
Are you a computer? Can you say it slowly?
I'm not speaking my mother tongue.
Don't start speaking that your mother tongue here. You know her mother tongue is. Speak English. Queen's English.
My contact is 07861699274.
274.
Yes. I'm on Facebook. I know. Okay, of course I've got to have an invite and accept. And
what's your name on Facebook?
Jackie Mutua.
Okay, you have to say it.
Yes,
so it's Jackie Mutua. So that's JACKIE
Mutua.
Mutua MUTUA.
Yes. And those who, of course, not many of us will be next to the O2 Arena where our offices are, Precise Protect. Yes, you can, those who will be able to come to London or around London. And LinkedIn, I am on social media, of course.
What's your LinkedIn name?
My LinkedIn name is Jackie at Precise Protect.
Oh, Jackie at Precise Protect. Yes. Okay. All right. I think I have a little bit of she's not very out. Kelele. Kelele means loud like me. We are loud. You know, we always go with our gloves. So I'll repeat what she said just for her. So her name is Jackie Mutua. If you want to contact her on her mobile, her number is 07 86 16 99 274. That's her number. On Facebook, her name is Jackie Mutua. So Jackie spelled Jackie, and then Mutua is Mutua. And LinkedIn is Jackie again, Jackie at Precise Protect. All right. I superwoman there. I don't even have to repeat everything.
All right. Last remarks. I want to say, let's break the circle of poverty in our community. And the cheapest way for you to do that is to have the right insurance in place. Okay. So for me, I am an educator. I love to teach, right? And so that's the main reason I'm bringing out that book, because I just believe that I can hand you something, so I don't need to keep repeating myself. Little things that you need to know, so that you can speak to your advisors from the place of knowledge, and our consultation becomes easier. So you can go to my book website, bookoninsurance.com, all right? And then you can reach me on 074 11 85 7200. I'll repeat that. 074 1185 7200. To have a free consultation, all you need is to send a text. Just text free consultation TV, right? So I know you're from this TV, and we'll give you some very, very consultation. So free consultation TV, text that to 074 11 85 7200, and I'm going to be in touch. All right, I will go through, do your free review, put the right things in place for you. I can be reached on LinkedIn is Dr. Sheun. Okay, so Dr. Sheun, Dr. Sheun. So my name is spelled with an H, and Okay is OKE. It's a Nigerian name. All right, Dr. Sheun. Okay, that's on LinkedIn. You can link up with me, and on Facebook, I've got a lot. Well, just let me give you the simplest one. It's Oscar Lima Umbrella Whiskey Alpha Sierra Echo Umbrella November. That's my full name, is Oluwa Sheun, and the surname is OKE. So send me a friendship request, and then network. And another thing, if you're a black business, they want to support you, right? So it's I always encourage people, buy black, okay? Because if we do not patronize our community, if we do not provide service for our own community, then we cannot continue to build wealth. Honestly, if all our money is going out to other communities, we can't grow. So please buy black, and when we give you advice, take our advice, because we are professionals. Don't let skin color, because some people, you will have given them advice, and when someone else a Caucasian comes to them, they tend to believe. When Oyibo comes to you tend to believe them, and they tell you nonsense in most cases. But we know, because we understand the pain and our culture. We know what needs to be covered in our culture. We help you to put the right ones. So someone actually came to me, Doctor, why do you keep giving people long-term policies? Say, you know what? I want this to pass on to the generation. Yes, I want it to cover you. I can cover it up to age 67. It's fine. It's done. However, if I can have an opportunity to extend it a little bit, that it will actually end up going to your family, I want to do that for you. So just text free consultation to 074 11 85 7200. If you are not in the UK, unfortunately, we can't help you.
This is
we can only
UK.
cover for United Kingdom.
So thank you so much, guys. I just want to repeat this again. We work for a company called Precise Protect. Both of us. We are governed by FCA, Financial Conduct Authority, that governs the bank, the body that governs the banks as well. The insurance that we work for, like I said last time, if you're sleeping and you wake up and you see an advert on TV, or those board on the road, or listen to the radio, because I listen to that a lot. Every insurance company provider that you hear them mention, we work for them.
The whole of market.
Whole of market, every single one of them. We know the best, we know the good, we know the cheap, we know the ones that are good with BMI, we know the ones that are good with mental health, we know the ones that even accept if you smoke weed. Because there's some providers that accept if you smoke weed, they'll take you. Some they hear weed.
You're blacklisted.
But we know the difference between all these providers. So guys, come to us, and like doctor said, promote your black people.
Please.
If I give you advice, or doctor gives you, or Jackie gives you, don't take the advice we've given you for 2 hours on the phone with you. We've stayed for 2 hours or 1 hour, and then all the advice you take it, and then you go and buy insurance somewhere else. That is wasting my time, disrespecting me as a person, and also
that is not
disrespecting
fair.
my work, and that's not fair. So guys, we need to step up and we need to get insurance. And for me, you know where to get me. If you want to contact me, my name is Lydia Tetolet on Facebook, or my number, I have a work number that I never remember, so just Facebook me. Or if you know my work number, I don't remember it. But I have my private number, which I'm not going to give out really. But Facebook, Lydia Tetolet. Or you guys who have my number, you can contact me. So feel free to contact Dr. Oge, feel free to contact Jackie, or feel free to contact me. And like we say, stand out and speak up. By Lydia Tetolet. Until next time, I'll see you again next week on Wednesday. And in fact, next week on Wednesday, I want to talk about a subject that really touches our hearts. Because today, when I had 710,000 divorces and separation, that broke my heart. So we'll start with domestic violence next week. So we're coming back to DV, which I always campaign. I always campaign against DV, especially DV in my country, Kenya, is bad. Okay? So until next time, love you guys. And like we always say, it can only be God. Can we just say that, all of us? It can only be God. Okay, see ya. Love you all. Love ya.
Okay.